P.S. That is Jamie O'Neill, and trying to find Atlantis as we broadcast live from the Seattle Aquarium. Come on down. We'll get you in for just $1. Print out your coupon online at kmps.com under the events calendar. And Ichabod, you look like you are in heaven. Is that a wolf eel that you are literally playing with?
Watch, look. I'm going to feed it right now. Oh my gosh, it was a moment. Well, how about this guy? Andrea, what is this? This is a huge lingcod, isn't it?
That is a lingcod. That's the lingcod you had the moment with last week.
Stubbs.
I can see you.
I was all set to feed both of them, and the minute we went live, they left me.
It's radio. It's okay. Nobody else can see that. Just fake it.
Well, I know, but I mean, I guess it's possible that fish get a little, nervous about the airtime. I'm not sure, but they were all around me but moments ago.
I saw them. Look at all the kids watching you through the underwater. Look at that pack of children in there.
We've got a shark right here, Ichabod, right to your right.
Well, here's a shark to the left. Let's see if we can feed the shark. Andrea, what are we feeding, by the way? What are these? This little squid?
This is a piece of squid, and in my hand I have a piece of herring.
Very good.
So you want to put it low to the ground, and we'll see if the shark is interested if he comes back around.
Hey, Stubbs.
Yeah, I can hear ya.
I think that this all started with, Jacques Cousteau playing around with a vacuum cleaner.
You mean with how they could breathe underwater?
Am I right, Andrea?
I know. It's awesome.
By the way, Stubbs, let me introduce you. This is Andrea, a super dive chick who tells me all these important things. And then to my right in the camera,
He's right behind you now, right here to your left.
Right behind me. That's we call him the Cod Father. Jeff is the cameraman, and maybe later in the hour we'll get him to talk like with his French accent. It's totally cool.
He has the best sound. You look great. You look like you're 7 years old underwater. There, you're having way too much fun with all these fish.
Yeah. Oh, this is heaven. And you know what? Are you ready for a quiz?
Uh-oh.
Let's see, the most populated place on Earth. Where do you suppose?
Under the water?
I thought you were going to say China. Yeah, you win.
Well, you kind of set me up, Ick. We're at the aquarium. Remember, I can figure that out.
Yeah, I suppose so.
So what have you got in your hand right now? What are you trying to feed them?
Well, here, let me try that. What is that, Andrew? Is that a rock cod?
That's a rock fish.
Rock fish?
Yeah. He probably won't want that. He's a little too...
I'd love to feed this shark. Let's try to... No,
the sharks are going to want to feed down lower.
I've got a piece of squid and a herring. And what was funny, earlier they were just eating out of my hand, and then we went live, and they want no part of the camera or the radio.
It's the press. They're nervous about the press. What was the wolf eel thing? Now, it was letting you touch it and almost like pet it, like a dog.
Well, yeah, and that's the misnomer about wolf eels. They're not electric or anything like that. They just sort of, am I right, Andrew? They live in the rocks?
The wolf eels, that's correct. They live in rocks. They're pretty gentle. They look really rough, but they're very gentle.
Yeah, they kind of look like those two guys remember Sesame Street that sat up in the... in the boxes.
Yeah. Yeah.
They look like grumpy old men.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's what people usually think so, but they're very nice, and in the dome, they're very gentle, too.
Now, Andrea, how come the sharks like to feed low? How come you're trying to get the sharks way down low? I thought they just swam around and ate everything they could find.
Our sharks around here, they're just conditioned to eat off of the bottom, mostly at night. If we could get them feed today, it would be great. But usually they prefer to feed at night. Some of these tricks right here, Ichabod, might be interested in your squid.
Now, I'm curious, since there's so much life in that dome there, how come the sharks don't eat the other fish? Are they just used to you guys feeding them?
Well, they do eat some of the fish. They take care of some of the older fish, some of the sick fish, but yeah, we mostly just want to feed them so they don't eat our collection.
Yeah, that would kind of ruin the exhibit if you just had the one shark swimming around over and over again.
Yeah, just a little.
Now, poor Ick, you're trying so hard to feed them right now, and they're just not coming back to you.
That's okay, they'll come back, Ick. Look, here we have a sturgeon right over here.
Yeah, Stubbs, can you see the sturgeon?
He's coming into view.
That's like, they get to be like 100 years old.
He's so slow moving.
Hey, Andrea.
Yes?
Don't you get like caviar from these guys?
You can get sturgeon from caviar. I do not believe that is the type of sturgeon we eat, though, out of these guys.
Oh.
Well, Ick, we're going to play a little bit more music, and then we'll let you swim to a different spot so that we can feed some other fish and talk about them.
Very cool.
All right, here's Rascal Flatts as we broadcast live from the Seattle Aquarium underwater on KMPS.
94.1 KMPS.
94.1 KMPS. Hi there, it's Stubbs Ichabod Underwater with Super Dive Chick Andrea. We are live at the Seattle Aquarium. Come in for just $1 today only when you print out your coupon online at kmps.com under the events calendar. And Ichabod, you sound like you're having so much fun, and the video of you feeding all the fish and almost a shark here at the aquarium, it's amazing. What does it feel like to be under there with all those little creatures?
Look at this. Look at this shark right there. Oh my gosh, I just touched it. Now, Stubbs, this is amazing to answer your question, but follow me over here. Andrea has given me a piece of, what is this, Andrea?
This is a piece of squid.
Here, watch this wolf eel. Watch this eat it. Oh my gosh. Look at, can you see that, Stubbs?
I can see everything. It looks amazing.
It's this wolf eel. I mean, you've seen them up close, but not probably this close. But he's prehistoric almost. Andrea, what's the deal with these guys? Explain them to us.
Well, it's actually, most people think they're an eel, but they're not. They're the type of fish that you can usually find living in rock crevices and stuff like that when you dive.
No, repeat that one more time. I was trying to breathe.
You would find them in rock crevices when you go diving and stuff. Have you ever seen one when you've been diving?
I could barely hear you. I'm sorry. Okay, now
She was asking if you had seen one of these when you've gone out diving.
Oh, no, I haven't, but they inhabit, am I right, Andrea, the Puget Sound?
Yes, that's correct. You can find them usually in the Puget Sound.
Now,
Okay, I feel like this guy might want to sleep. Am I annoying him?
Yeah, here, Ichabod, I'm to your left. I'll give you another piece of squid. Maybe that piece is too big.
Oh, it's got too much of me all over it, maybe.
Maybe. Here you go.
Okay, here's a new piece of squid. Can you watch this, Stubbs?
I can see you.
You want to hold the other end and wiggle it in front of him.
Okay, here we go. We're getting a little closer. He looks exactly like my Uncle Cranston. And he's clearly full, so I'm going to back away, just kind of leave it here by the rock so he can enjoy it.
Now, Ichabod, you are being like a good diver. You have to float along the surface. You're not supposed to be walking along the surface, correct?
One more time, Stubbs.
A good diver does what you're doing, which is floating on the seafloor there. You're not standing and walking and doing all that. So you have to be specifically weighted. How do you do that?
Oh, yes, very good. Buoyancy is very critical because you don't want to be flopping around on the bottom because, well, number one, that's where a lot of the critters live. And number two, when you kick up the bottom, other divers who you're diving with can't see, and they say disparaging, rude things about you behind your tri-suit, or back, as it were. So yeah, the idea is to kind of hover like this, and you do that by this. Watch this. I'm going to take in a breath of air, and watch me float up.
I see you floating.
Now I'm going to let it out, and watch me go back down.
Like a rock.
So yeah, so the idea is to control your buoyancy by breathing, correctly.
And being a good diver for the
all over
environment.
the place and looking like a dork.
Well, you're doing a great job. We'll go to songs here for just a couple minutes, and we'll let you guys move to another location, and we'll find out what you've learned from diving.
You're still with me, Stubbs?
I'm with you.
I could always just sing instead.
No, we're going to play either Kenny Chesney or Leanne Rimes right here, and then we'll let you and Andrea move to another location. We'll feed some more critters.
Everything is better down where it's wetter, under the sea.
Live from the Seattle Aquarium on KMPS.
Today's Country.
94.1
94.1 KMPS.
My favorite thing about KMPS is all the free giveaways.
The 5 o'clock test track is my favorite thing on KMPS.
Today's KMPS.